How does one bond over the fact that their biological dad might have been a Jedi Knight, or at least used the Force? In a world where modern reproductive technology has created new ways for families to come together, children conceived through sperm donation often find themselves with unique and sometimes humorous stories about their origins. One particularly imaginative and entertaining scenario is bonding over the idea that their biological dad might have been a Jedi Knight, or at least someone who metaphorically used the Force. This concept can serve as a rich source of connection, humor, and even deeper conversations among friends or half-siblings who share this unusual background. Understanding the context, the cultural impact of Star Wars. Before diving into how to bond over such a fantastical idea, it's important to recognize the cultural impact of Star Wars. The Star Wars saga has captivated audiences for decades with its tales of heroism, adventure, and the mystical powers of the Jedi. For many, Star Wars is more than just a movie series. It's a shared cultural phenomenon that transcends generations. The concept of having a Jedi Knight as a biological dad taps into this deep well of cultural imagery and can serve as a playful and engaging way to discuss more serious topics. The reality of sperm donation. Sperm donation is a clinical, often anonymous process that can feel impersonal. For children conceived this way, creating a narrative around their origins can make the abstract and clinical feel more personal and meaningful. Imagining a sperm donor as a Jedi Knight transforms the unknown aspects of their conception into a story of adventure and heroism, which can be particularly comforting and empowering for young people. Starting the conversation. Finding common ground. When meeting someone who shares the experience of being a donor-conceived child, finding common ground is crucial. The idea of a shared biological dad who might have been a Jedi Knight can be a humorous and engaging starting point. For example, you might start with a light-hearted comment like, "Have you ever wondered if our donor dad might have been a Jedi Knight? I mean, he did create life in a pretty mysterious way, using humor." Humor is a powerful tool for breaking the ice and creating bonds. The concept of a Jedi Knight dad is inherently funny and can diffuse any initial awkwardness. You might say, "I like to think my biological dad used the Force to help create me. It makes me feel like I have a bit of Jedi in me." Sharing personal stories. Personal stories are the heart of bonding. Sharing your own imaginative take on your origins can encourage others to open up. For example, you might share, "I've always imagined my donor dad as a Jedi because it makes the whole process feel more magical and exciting. It's a lot more fun than thinking about a sterile clinic." Deepening the connection. Exploring Star Wars together. If both of you are Star Wars fans, this can be a fantastic way to deepen your connection. Watching the movies together, discussing your favorite characters, or even debating the merits of the original trilogy versus the prequels can be great bonding activities. You might say, "Let's have a Star Wars marathon and see if we can spot any Jedi traits we might have inherited." Creating a shared narrative. Creating a shared narrative around your biological origins can strengthen your bond. You might come up with a playful story about your donor dad as Jedi adventures or speculate on his Jedi-like qualities. For example, you could say, "I bet our donor dad was great at solving problems and staying calm under pressure, just like a Jedi." Embracing the metaphor. The metaphor of a Jedi Knight can be extended to many aspects of life. You can use it to discuss personal strengths, values, and aspirations. For instance, you might talk about how the qualities of a Jedi, such as bravery, wisdom, and compassion, are traits you aspire to embody. This can lead to deeper conversations about your personal goals and the kind of people you want to become. Navigating different reactions. Positive responses. If your friend or half-sibling responds positively, great. You found a fun and engaging way to bond. Continue to explore the idea together, share stories, and even create inside jokes. For example, you could start calling each other Padawan or create a secret handshake that mimics a Jedi salute. Neutral or uncertain responses. If the response is more neutral, that's okay too. Not everyone may immediately connect with the idea. Respect their feelings and try to find other common interests. You might say, "I get it, it's a pretty out there idea. What other fun stories do you have about your origins?" Negative or uncomfortable responses. If the reaction is negative or uncomfortable, it's important to be respectful and sensitive. Acknowledge their feelings and steer the conversation in a different direction. You might say, "I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else that interests you." Strengthening the bond. Respecting boundaries. Respecting each other's boundaries is crucial in any relationship. If the Jedi Knight metaphor isn't resonating, don't push it. Focus on building your relationship through other shared interests and experiences. Celebrating shared experiences. Celebrate the unique aspects of your shared background. Whether it's through humor, shared activities, or deep conversations, find ways to highlight and appreciate the special bond you have. This can make your relationship stronger and more meaningful. Supporting each other. Support each other in exploring and understanding your origins. Whether it's through researching more about sperm donation, discussing your feelings, or just being there for each other, mutual support is key to a strong bond. Conclusion: bonding over the idea that your biological dad might have been a Jedi Knight, or at least used the Force, is a creative and playful way to navigate the complexities of being a donor-conceived child. By using humor, sharing personal stories, and respecting each other's boundaries, you can create a unique and meaningful connection. Whether through watching Star Wars together, creating shared narratives, or simply embracing the metaphor, this imaginative approach can turn a potentially awkward topic into a source of joy and camaraderie.